Welcome back to the Lockwood Chronicles. Today we are reorganizing the office. I finally got this storage drawer for my office supplies, which a lot of my office supplies is taking up precious real estate on my bookshelf over in the corner. These are getting way too full. These are my TBR ones. They're not getting that full. I've been working my way through them. I love my shelves, but the office in general, it's office/guest room. It needs some attention. I've struggled with the space that's behind you, which is where the bed is, as well as some storage and in the closet. I don't like the vibe right now. It just feels dull. It feels stale, but I've been uninspired and bummed about this space. I definitely need more artwork. The other added issue is I don't know if I will be staying in this place that I'm at. It just depends on my landlord and what they're wanting to do as well. There's a possibility of me moving. Not very likely, but it's a possibility, which I'll find out in the next couple months or so. I'm hesitant to buy artwork and decor and stuff just in case I will be moving. One thing that I will definitely and have been wanting is this rolling storage cart, because my desk does not have any storage in it. And I was going to get the IKEA, I forget which drawers they are, but everybody has them. And they were $75, but they were out of stock. And so when they finally came back in stock, they upped it to $90, and I said no thank you, and they're back ordered still, so I wouldn't get them for the next couple weeks. But the fact that they went up in price and they're back ordered was a sign to me I needed to look at other options. And then I found these ones, the Rudy Rolling Storage Cart 6 drawers. I got the white one because this room is pretty much white, and I got this off Amazon for $75, which is what the original price of, I think it's the Alex drawers. And I would like to have my printer on top of that, and then all the other drawers to hold all of my other office supplies. So we're going to start with building this first, and then we'll get to the bookshelves. And I have a ton of videos on my watch for later or watch later list on YouTube. So that's what I plan to do while I build this, as well as drink my lovely vanilla lavender chai tea latte. I made this with the lactose-free Fairlife milk. It's amazing. It's so good. I just needed that milk for a recipe, so I just bought a bigger jug. I'm like, oh, I'll just use it to make some lattes until then. So I've been using oat milk, and oat milk is great. I love it, but this is fantastic. Let's see what we can do here.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my...
We have 2 drawers built out of 6. I think the IKEA one probably would have been easier. Obviously this will be linked below. I think I'll put it, oh, whoa, so exciting. But I think I have a storefront now on Amazon. I gotta figure out how to access it. These drawers are so hard. I don't have a power drill. I can't keep doing this to my poor tendonitis in both of my elbows. The issue, there's no pre-cut holes or even little divots. So not only am I holding it where it needs to be lined up perfectly in order for the drawer, this thing, to properly slide in as it should, fighting with it flopping around. It would be so much easier with a little drill, just a little buzz. So that would be my one suggestion with this so far. Otherwise, it's been fairly easy. I couldn't finish it last night because I had volleyball to go to. So here we are, going to finish it today, and hopefully finish it today so I can get to reorganizing. I have made yet another chai tea latte. I finished her! Isn't she cute? This is where I had envisioned everything would go and be, and I would put the printer right up here. This printer is the bane of my existence because either the ink dries up really quickly or it doesn't register that there is ink in there, so it is useless right now. I would like to put the printer up here, fair paper, and all of the stuff that's in these drawers, and up there in here as well. This kind of looks a little silly right here. Ugh, which is making me question what I could do. Instead of having my desk centered, I could shift that over. So this is what we're working with, my desk situation and my twin bed, which I need to make because I took a nap because it is my favorite bed to nap on. That whole thing happening there. I still haven't gotten cases for those pillows. I'm hoping to put on the twin bed to make it more of a couch-esque vibe. Back wall there. What I was saying is I can move this over here, shift the desk over slightly to accommodate for this. That also puts the printer closer to an outlet, which is ideal. Or I think this could also fit under the desk and I can put the printer on the desk. We're gonna play around with it. Yeah, we're gonna put at least all of the office supply stuff in the drawers to see what we're working with space-wise.
So catch me if I fall.
Why do I own so many scissors? Now we have this bookcase here, books that I have collected from all of my studies up here, a lot of like health and fitness, school related things, as well as like stuff from college and my yearbooks. So I'm going to fix these shelves so they're a little bit more even and clean all this up. I have photo albums on the bottom shelf of my one bookshelf over here that will be moving here. Depending upon how much room I have, I may take like my special edition Jane Austen Sherlock Holmes, like these sort of Barnes & Noble bindings that I got. I may decorate them and put them on my fireplace mantle, and maybe my nonfiction witchy shelf. That might make the move over here. Take everything off, wipe these down, and we'll get to organizing.
I'm falling fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast.
Book is interesting to study, but I remember struggling with the writing style. This was so tough to read.
For you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait, a first time.
Breaking news, Taylor Swift just wore a new Midnight's bodysuit. So that's a big deal, and it was black and sparkly and gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I just love her so much.
So catch me if I fall.
When I adjust the camera, even you're so crooked, whatever. I always set up my foldable card table anytime I'm doing a lot of this so I don't have to keep bending over, because your spine in line and healthy. I still really like the way that I've organized my books here. I've organized them by genre and then author. And I would like to keep doing that. Romance is obviously the most that I have. I think, going to move thrillers over to this side. My Sarah J. Maas shelf will remain the same. My Harry Potter shelf will remain the same. These are like my child books that I read, well, 50 Shades of Grey obviously a little bit later, but they are older books that I have read and loved. And then, yeah, this is, yeah, fantasy childhood as well. I always forget, like, I can always put things up top too. Some of you are still young, but some of us are of the age where we collect and save our boxes. I pulled so many out of the top rack there. Hate this closet, how it is right now, with my stuff. All of my crafting stuff in there. Clothes that I'd like to sell, as well as books I'd like to sell or unhaul. These have all of my old formal dresses. Why do I still have these? We have finished! It is so exciting! I have caffeine again. Before we actually get started, I was listening to Basically Unfiltered podcast with you know, Remy, Alicia, Zane, and Heath. Zane got Botox in his nose, or a filler in his nose. He didn't like the shape of his nose, but he didn't want to get like an actual reconstructive surgery. And afterwards he's like, I feel like I can breathe better. And like, I lifted my nose in the way like that I think it would put pressure off of there. And wow, fun fact, I do breathe. And I also have like a deviated septum and rhinorrhea. If you don't know what rhinorrhea is, it's like overactive, like runny nose. I just feel like I'm always short of breath, especially when I talk this much, and I talk a lot. Will I be getting a filler in my nose? Not anytime soon, but like, that would be really nice. Oh, update. I just got asked if I was going to renew my lease, and I am. And so we will be scrounging for decor eventually. Probably thrifting most of it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those fun little vlogs where we go thrifting for decor for the house. My desk is a lovely sit-to-stand desk and I love her so much. Would recommend this desk. It is from Wayfair. However, it lacks storage, hence why I bought the nice little drawers. The good thing about these drawers is there are 6 of them. The bad thing is there's 6 smaller drawers. I wish we would have had at least one bigger drawer. A little bit of my taller stuff would have been easier to fit in there. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Why? I'm gonna start a fire or something with this wand movement. Specto Patronum! And in this bottom drawer, I have like my specialty paper, like cardstock, letter writing, and then my colorful paper. In this drawer here, I have like more scrapbooky type paper. In this drawer here, I have my regular paper, is all of my notebooks and notepads and stuff. In this drawer here, we have like my hole punch, stapler, dry erase, eraser, and then rulers, some tape, rubber bands. I do light a lot of candles in here, so I always have like a lighter in each of my rooms, so that way I can light all my candles, but this is more like pencils, sticky notes, tape, just like everyday kind of usage stuff. As far as this section goes, obviously the bed is still here. I have made it, thank goodness. I just have like a little painting back there, which I do love so much, but I would like to eventually get some sort of artwork here, whether that be multiple posters. I would love to get it more Taylor Swift coded if I can find the right vibe, or even like any of Emily Henry coded books or something to this that just needs to be like bookish or Taylor Swift. This was the big thing that was like making me the most angry, was right here on this lovely thing. I had so much stuff just piled up on it and I absolutely hated it. As you can see, that is no longer. As far as the closet goes, it's not great, but it's not as bad as it was. These drawers were empty. I don't know why I didn't put the books that I was wanting to get rid of in there. I will be donating a few of them to Free Little Libraries. Really would like to sell some of them because they're in good condition. Like a lot of them are from Book of the Month. Those really big pillows that I haven't found pillow covers for yet or haven't done anything with, I shoved them up here because they were making me angry on the floor down there. Here we are into this bookshelf. This is my school bookshelf, or just like life bookshelf. And I also, oh my gosh, so I have not been utilizing my monthly calendar. Next month they reset, we're utilizing this. I also finally hung up my plain whiteboard up here. My high school and college diploma, along with just some memorabilia from there. And then on the back is like a little trophy from when I did a bodybuilding competition and took 5th place out of 5th place in my class. Cracks me up every time. I was just scrawny. I had no muscle mass on me. And then up here is just more like scrapbooky, yearbooks. And then this is my witchy shelf. Here, I'll bring you closer for that. I finally got my witchy shelf back and I'm so happy about it. So I have my tarot cards. In the back is like my Aquarius. I am an Aquarius. And then some journals. And this was like a candle topper and I just loved it. And then all of my crystals, which came in this crystal box. So all of them have their own like little meaning and stuff. Then a butterfly, book of fortune-telling, book of colors, fortune-telling book of colors. My Aquarius candle over there, spell book, shadow work journal, and then my tarot journal. And then astrology. Oh, and then a little dragonfly. She's a cutie. We have my nonfiction. I am so happy. This is what was the big change. I had my nonfiction on my other shelf. So these are all of my nonfiction books, whether that is more like health and wellness, memoir style. As you can see, it is full already, so that may be a future problem. Then down here, we have all of my academic stuff. So this bookshelf has 2 drawers, like random stuff. I have some plugins and then just more like spare office supplies that I will never need in these tubs. It's just the easiest to organize it that way. I don't really reach for a lot of this stuff. On the bottom drawer, I have my binder that holds all of my finance stuff, like my monthly budget tracker thingy that I use in my wallet. Then this just has like blank dotted paper in it. I love these journals. This bag here is I take all of my cords and stuff, my regular chargers. I do take that traveling. I have no idea what's in here, so I didn't even look. And then some camera equipment and tripod, and then just like some cleaners and Gooby Gone. These are my TBR shelves, and I have been whittling away at them. I'm so happy about it. I am amazing. So this shelf here is my monthly TBR. And then once I'm finished with that, they move over to here. This box holds just some like cute little trinkets, but mainly my bookmark holder. And then my little laugh sign. A TBR shelf holds books. So these are all the books that I still have to read. This section here is my nonfiction. The main thing that I did differently with this shelf is I put historical fiction and literary fiction starting up top here. And I also started turning my books outward, which with the covers that I love so much. I love that it just adds a little personal element as well as a little bit more art to it. These just little streamer guys are just fun. This is like a really cutesy girly room. We have all of my historical fiction starting here, and then when we get to Ghosts, that's when with Dolly Alderton. I love this cover. I'm so obsessed with it. That starts my general fiction. And I also have just like some cute little trinkets that I've gotten along, like my little Pinocchio on a candle and my little Eiffel Tower. And then this here is the continuation of my general fiction. Would love to reread all of Taylor Jenkins Reads. And then as for this shelf, this starts our romance sections here. Obsessed with this cover, so happy had to turn Magnolia Parks Into the Dark out because this is the UK cover. I love it, and I'm so happy that I paid the money that I paid for it because it is so worth it to me. So all of Ellie Hazelwood's except for one of them because that's a different genre. Bride is elsewhere on my shelves. So romancy. And then continuing on down here, happy place. I will be rereading this hopefully this month. I think about it every day with all of my Taylor Swift memorabilia. So this is the Mirrorball drink holder and all my friendship bracelets, a little light up ring that I got at a Taylor Swift themed bachelorette party, and my Kansas City sweatband that I got at a Taylor Swift party. And then we have the lovely continuation of romance. Yes, romance does take up 3 of my shelves and continuing to grow. Christina Lauren starts us off. Well, technically this one does, but I forget who that's by. Continues on. Yay, all of that. Wonderful. So great. So this is where I kind of shifted things around. I put the Bridgerton series down here because I didn't want it taking up precious real estate up top. It's not like my most favorite series, so like I didn't really care where it was, but it is nice that it like continues with the romance section here. And then like Nicholas Sparks stuff. I haven't read him since I was a kid. Like these were I got as a kid. It was like reading as a 14-year-old, which is too young. And then 50 Shades of Grey. I just didn't know. This is kind of like dark romance and dark academia is where I kind of thought that I would put that. This shelf changed the most because I put dark academia and dark romance in this down here. If I ever read more, I can see myself like moving these elsewhere. I love the series so much, and so it makes me kind of sad that these are down here. But I just didn't know where else to put them. All right, we're gonna start on the bottom of this side and reverse on up. So here we go. We have our lovely thriller shelf here. As you can see, I don't really read a lot of thrillers. I don't buy a lot of thrillers. I do like to read them. Once I've kind of read a thriller, I don't really want to reread it because it's been kind of, spoiled. And then all of my little piggy bank and hello sign that Julia gave me and my Paris fan. Here we have my more like mythology, mainly Greek mythology because that's what I trend towards, but mythology section here with my lovely David and Aphrodite, and then David picture in the back because I still don't know where to put him. And then more of just like general fantasy, I suppose. Then we got Miss Sarah J. Maas. Her shelf hasn't really changed at all. ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and then Crescent City, and that little mask that just reminds me of ACOTAR. And then this candle that says, hope your birthday is filled with lots of love, laughter, and cock. Cake. Damn you, autocorrect. I love that. I got that for my 30th birthday from one of my friends, and it makes me laugh every time. My Harry Potter shelf sort of changed if you saw it previously. Harry Potter is still all together. There is no longer fourth wing on this shelf. That's, I mean, you can see a little bit right there. My little Harry Potter cauldron that used to hold treats but does not anymore because I usually forget about them or I eat them all. And then my chocolate frog card thingy and a little lantern. Here we are with this shelf. This is the kind of like my childhood reads from here to here, and then fourth wing. I just don't know where to put fourth wing yet because I love it. I love the covers and it just fit here, so that's why it's there. And then up top here we have Aragon. I still need to get the 5th book there. My Narnia, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and then all of these Barnes & Noble editions. These will at some point either be moving to the top of my bookshelves, or like this shelf I could see moving to the top of my bookshelves here, or elsewhere in my household. These are beautiful, so I don't mind displaying them elsewhere in my house. Well, friends, that is the updated bookshelves and office tour. I'm really happy we got this checked off the list. Here, I'll put this away because I'm gonna start a fire or something, or accidentally like Leviosa somebody. Leviosa. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this, I mean, obviously I'm in love with it. What would you have done differently? If you have any sites for prints or something that are reasonable or anything like that, any artwork that you would recommend, I am gonna go try to thrift some first. But you know, like that girly pop Taylor Swift, Happy Place, like this girly vibe is what we're going for the art prints there. If you have any recommendations, let me know. I would love to check them out. Hopefully you enjoyed this like little reorganization. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future updated bookshelf reorganization. And like this video, I would appreciate it. And with that being said, respect others, respect yourself, and do something amazing with your day. Thanks, bye!